I trained a coworker, and she reported me to HR for harassment. She was a new hire, quiet, careful, and very eager to impress. I was assigned to onboard her like I had done with others before. At first, everything was normal. Then I noticed something subtle. She wasn't just asking questions about the job, she was trying to mirror how I worked, how I phrased things, how I responded to people, even how I wrote messages. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then it shifted. She started messaging me outside of work hours more often. At first, it was harmless work questions. Then it became constant clarifications on things we had already covered. I did what I usually do, set boundaries. I kept everything strictly professional, stopped replying after hours. That's when things changed. Week later, HR called me in, no warning, just urgent meeting. I walked in thinking it was routine feedback. Instead, they told me she had filed a complaint against me, alleging inappropriate messages, unwanted contact, unprofessional behavior. I was completely caught off guard, because we did have messages, but they were all work-related. Then they showed me screenshots, and I immediately noticed something off. The messages looked like me, but not quite. Same structure, same tone, but slightly exaggerated, over-familiar. And I knew I hadn't sent them. I asked them to review system activity, login history, devices, timestamps, not to defend myself emotionally, just to verify facts. Next day, HR called me back in. That's when everything became clear. Some of the messages had been sent from my account while I was physically away from my desk, from a workstation tied to her login access. He had been logging into shared systems when I stepped away, using my account to send messages, then positioning them as evidence of my behavior. Not random confusion, a pattern, because later HR found out the context. She had been trying to transition into a permanent role in the company, and I was the only one assigned to evaluate her onboarding feedback. If I stayed, her chances dropped. So she created a reason for me to be removed. No shouting, no confrontation, just documentation, carefully built. Once IT confirmed the access trail, the case collapsed immediately. She was terminated shortly after for policy violations and account misuse. And me, I kept my job, but now every onboarding feels different. Because I learned something the hard way. I trained a coworker, and she didn't just want to do the job. She needed me out of the way to take it.